us at Bound and Stay Bound, we appreciate being a part of it. So thanks for allowing us to take part. Today, I have a few things. I'll share my screen. We have a wonderful program that a lot of schools use to supplement their book budgets, and it's a wonderful program called Support Our Library. It's a free web-based donation program that's customizable. A lot of schools use it for their birthday book clubs. They do it virtually for their virtual birthday book clubs, or you can do something general if you have a general need, or if you have a maybe books that you've lost during COVID. You can do any kind of customized program through Support Our Library. So I'm going to touch base on that. I'm going to share my screen and show you what schools have done. And then we also have a guest speaker, a virtual guest speaker, Andrea Oshima from Carlsbad. She gracefully put together a video of her experience with the program. So I will show that here in a few minutes. So on our website at btsb.com, you can find under the services tab, it's here down at the bottom, Support Our Library. And this is the sign up page here and what it looks like. So it shows you a bit of examples, some schools use it for the birthday book clubs, and then the sign up page here. This is what it will look like. So once you sign up, this is what you'll receive. It literally takes probably you 5 minutes to sign up with your school info, and then at Bound and Stay Bound side, it takes us 5 minutes to set up. So really quick, we do all of the hosting for you. It's really labor free. And then once you're set up, this is what you'll see here. And so we customize it to your school colors. We put your school logo on here, and you can see you have the full realm to decide on the name for your program. One of the great benefits and parts of it, I'm a big fan of the book fair as well. And so a lot of our schools will use this alongside their physical book fairs or their virtual book fairs, whether it's through Scholastic or Follett. But the benefit here, these books, so you'll create this wish list of books, and these books are actually being donated to your school libraries. So instead of the students taking the books home, this is a nice little benefit to supplement your book budget at the school library. And then when you set it up as well, you have the ability to make write a nice little message out to your community. So Andrea here, this is her 13th year doing it. And so she's been doing a birthday book club, which you'll hear more about kind of how she sets that up later. But if you can kind of think about it, you can really do anything with this program. I know we have schools across the country. They'll have businesses. They'll send these out to businesses, and businesses will donate to your school programs. So for example, say my grandma wanted to donate me a birthday book club or a birthday book, they'll click this donate now button, and whoever is donating, it could be a grandma or grandpa across the country. It could be parents living in the same household, or maybe someone at your local business. They can either donate a specific dollar amount or donate a physical book. So say my grandma is a sweetheart. She's going to buy me a couple books, and this is the process that she would go through. And this is a nice little, customized piece that the kids really love to see once they get their books. We give the donors an ability or the flexibility to write a nice little message to be placed inside the cover of the book on a donor plate. So my grandma will say, "Happy birthday, Zach. You're old, you're 30 years old. I feel it." And so that message will go on the inside cover of the book. And it's really nice when those books come to when they're shipped to your library. Usually kind of how the programs work, those kids are the first kids to read the book. And then, throughout the remainder of the school year and in the life of the book in the library, kids love seeing the names in the books, or seeing who's it from. So it's a really nice customized piece that goes towards the program. And keep in mind, you see the books here. These aren't paperback books that you would typically see at a Scholastic book fair. These are our bound to stay bound binded books. So they're going to be built for many years and built to last. They're in our quality binding. So that's really kind of the process, really easy peasy in that sense, really easy to navigate on the library site. And the great thing is a lot of schools, they can, you can post this on your library website. You can promote it through your PTAs. A lot of schools will put it in their newsletters. So it's really easy to promote. All you need is this URL up here and send it to anyone you like. Here's another page set up at Grace Miller Elementary. So you can see this one's a little more vibrant. Their school colors are blue and yellow. And this is the general one she kind of set up, and with their mascot on there, the Roadrunner. But here, Amy, she set it up to, her program's focused on replacing books she lost during COVID. So again, kind of the sky's the limit. You can, help our library add to our diversity club or our diversity collection, or anything that's maybe specific to your community. Makes it that much more relevant and unique for the community. But I'll pause here. Are there any questions about the Support Our Library page or how it works?
I didn't have any questions. I was just going to make a quick comment of, sure. You had indicated there's multiple ways to be able to use the program, and some of the unique ways that I have heard of libraries using this program to help add into then build their collection is by using it as an entrance into an event. Or set up at registration at the start of a school year, or even do it as a holiday program for Christmas, where a donation is made during the holidays, and then each donor receives a school ornament in if they make a donation to the library. So there's a lot of unique ways to help build titles into an existing collection, and titles that you want because of the wish list.
That's interesting. Thanks for sharing that, Lori. Yeah, so kind of moving forward, so this is what it looks like. I am going to go ahead and share Andrea's experience. It's a quick video, so bear with me. Let me try to play this video here. Lori, can you see this video okay? Thumbs up? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and share this. Actually, apologize. I need to make sure I share with my audio. There we go. All right. I'm going to mute myself.
Hello, this is Mrs. Oshima. I work for the Carlsbad Unified School District in the San Diego County, and I'm at Aviara Oaks Elementary School. At our school, we have traditionally between, I'm going to say 600 to 800 students. This year, because of the pandemic, we're down to about a little under 600, I believe, and the enrollment is going up. However, today I wanted to thank Zach, first of all, from Bound to Stay Bound, who invited me to share a little bit of my experience with the company. I've been involved with them since about 2010. I started a birthday book club at Aviara Oaks Elementary back in 2009. And once I found out about the company itself and how wonderful the books were made and repurposed, of course, with the quality bindings, I decided to try my luck at having a program at our school for the children to purchase books, and then I would have a party for them at the end of the year. This is my only fundraiser that I do for the Aviara Oaks Library. And over the years, it's seen some ups and it's seen some downs. I did provide a graph for you to look at later. But mainly, I just wanted to give you some of the ideas that I had around this idea. I would think most library techs and librarians have lots of great programs within their school communities. The one thing I did really want to focus on, though, was with this program, we wanted to have the high circulating books that the students already enjoyed in a better formats for the long haul of circulating. And they would last longer than the traditional trade issues that we get, trade editions. So some of the things I would do, of course, I would promote the possibility of being in the program when the classes would come for their story time. At the parties themselves, I'm jumping ahead a little bit. At the parties themselves, I would recreate that every year because I had a lot of students that would do it every year for the 5 or 6 years they were here at school. So that was a win-win. And I really tried to entice the kinder and first grade because, of course, then you would have them for the sequential grades after that. But I would do at the parties, they would just bring their lunch and I would provide dessert. Or as the years progressed, I would get pizza from like Costco, if you will, and we would have a pizza party. And then there's years where, again, it would go back to the lunch bag. They'd bring their own lunch, and then I would have grab bags. Do any of you remember what grab bags were? And I would have them brown bags stapled, and they would just take one at the end of the party. And if we had time, they'd open them up, and they would just get a big old kick out of all the ridiculous things that were inside some of these grab bags. And then, of course, you hear swapping going on and, hey, I'll trade you that pencil for that jump rope or whatever it was. And again, these were sometimes gently used items that I'd had from my own children who they didn't want the stuff anymore. Or I would go to secondhand shops or thrift stores. I'm a real believer in repurposing items. And so it was just super fun. One of the other ideas that we did is I would wrap books up. So I'm at a school where the socioeconomic is not an issue, and we have lots of people who donate to us. So I always pass it forward and give to other schools in need, but I always hold a couple back and I wrap these books up, and we would do the gift where you like swap. I think people call it swap or steal. It's like you get a gift at a party and then you open it up and then someone else can steal it if they like it better. So we did that with library books that had been donated. And that was just one of the favorites besides the grab bags. They enjoyed those. But you guys, it's anything you want to do to entice the kids to be a part of the program. There were several years where I had world maps and a United States map. And then we would talk about where that student was born. And it was surprising to me that a lot of students didn't know where they were born. So then we had a geography lesson and they got to put their little name. I had their names printed and they put it on the place on the map where they were born or in the country, if it was someone from a different part of the United States even. So that was really interesting to a lot of the kids. They learned a lot about their peers in their classes. And for the children who wanted to participate but weren't able to because of finances or whatever other reason, it was very sweet that they would come up to me and privately we would discuss ways that they could be a part of the program and keep it, on the down low for everyone's respect and privacy. So I did include ways to let others participate. So let me think if there's anything else I could tell you. The first year, when I started doing this, it was just anyone could donate a book to me. And you're all probably going, oh my gosh. And you're like, yes, that's right. So that didn't work so well. So then we went with Bound to Stay Bound just because of the quality of the books. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. You should see within the slideshow that I presented some of the students over the years. I've had teachers that have participated and their kids. And let's see what else. The media kit that Bound to Stay Bound provides is fabulous. They provide you with flyers and PDF files, promotional ideas. You don't even have to think about what to say. It's already on there. And the website, I got to tell you, it is super easy to navigate. And when you get to pick the books that you want in the list, it's just so seamless. It was like so easy that I really believe that's what helped us with our sales, because I always made sure that I also chose books that were like $5 or $6, so that some of those students that, again, couldn't afford a $30 book, because, Harry Potter books, the real big books, if you will, they can run quite a bit of money. So that was a nice fit. And a lot of the students would buy 5, 10, 15 books. I was so shocked. So again, I thank you for your time. Have fun at CSLA. Everyone stay safe and well. So till next time, take good care. Thanks again, Zach, for letting me share. Bye.
So that was Andrea. That was a nice little video she put together. And I did forget to mention, we do provide a media kit with posters, flyers, sign-up sheets, and bookmarks that help you promote this program on campus. That's another huge kind of weight lifted off of organizing this program. But I'll pause right there. Did anyone have any questions kind of based off of her experience? Then she did mention the PowerPoint, so I will show you kind of some images that she put together of what she's doing on campus and what that looks like. So she put this nice slide together here. So this is her. She's at Carlsbad, and she actually got a picture with with our president, Bob Seibert. Here, he paid a visit by her school, so that was sweet. Here's a cool picture, and she did get approval from all of the families and students for showing pictures of students at campus. So just wanted to mention that. Yeah, so here are all the kids with their birthday book clubs. You can see some of the smiles, and she puts up some fun decorations around the library, like AOE birthday book club. Here's some kids in front of the maps that she was mentioning about, mentioning where, maybe they were born, what part of the world they were born in, or country. And you can see, and here's a nice little photo booth she set up with the birthday eagles. This is pretty cool. The kids get to take a picture in front of, and some teachers as well. So pretty fun and engaging for the kiddos. And if you want to connect with Andrea, here's all of her links and social media. If you wanted to maybe poke around and ask some questions with her on Twitter or Instagram, or if you'd like to connect with her via email, let me know. But yeah, that was just kind of some of what she's done at her school. I know she's seen some really good success out of the program. So of course, as you're probably putting together or thinking about programs like this, you're thinking about the community, of course, especially this year, how it can feel like we're asking too much from the community. Sometimes when it comes to donating, so your community the best and what's going to resonate with them. But I'm also here if you ever want to collaborate with me to talk about kind of different ideas on programs that have worked, kind of talking about your community, how many students you have, what are kind of the community interests. So yeah, I'm here to help you collaborate on those ideas. And I would say on average, so one of these programs, another benefit of this program is you can have it all school year long. So it's not a specific week or a specific month. You'll have this program live on your website all school year. So, of course, time is probably of the essence when it comes to donations. That's really a good benefit to this program when it comes to getting the most. And I would say on average, a school probably raises about $1,500 to $2,000 a year. But also, schools like Andrea, once you're doing it for so long, I've seen them get up to $6,000 to $8,000 a year. And keep in mind, we don't take a percentage of funds from what you raise. So say if you get monetary donations, you see 100% of those monetary donations. We don't take a percentage or a fee. And that's also another kind of aspect that schools like with using this program alongside of a book fair. So again, all of this info is on our website here to get signed up. You'll see to sign up, it's under this first bullet point here, filling out my school info. You'll click into that. And then you'll see different school info you'll fill out really quick and easy. Your phone and email, start and end date. You can specify how much you want your goal to be. You can choose dollars or certain number of books if you wanted to do number of books. And then site messages, we provide some samples for you here on examples on what to help you kickstart some ideas. So then more school info, and then once you fill that out, you're ready to rock and roll and pretty much make money overnight. I get notified any donation comes in, and I would say pretty much every day I see someone donating to one of these programs. I'll pause right there, and I know I'm on the 30-minute mark. I'm curious, have any of you folks done virtual book fairs this year? I'd love to kind of hear about your experience with that, or if you've done a birthday book club virtually yet. I think I see some chats here. All right.
Zach, I was putting some information in the chats as you've been
Okay.
presenting, so that if somebody came in a little bit later, they could kind of do some scrolling back in the chats. And there's also a link to the Support Our Library page for more information.
Wonderful. Thanks, Lori. I was hoping I wasn't missing anyone's message. I said, oh no. And I can also, I'll show you the admin side to that if we don't have any questions. Either I talked everyone's paint off of their walls, or I did a really good job, or everyone's sleeping. Oh, yes, I got to laugh. Thanks, Lori. Cool. Well, I can, oh, another chat. Oh, thanks, Tani. About donors getting ornaments. Oh yeah.
I can explain that if you'd like for me to.
Sure.
So I went to a school in Texas, and that particular PTA program created a Christmas ornament, that it was a school related Christmas ornament. Let's say it was like the Eagles, and it was one of those flat little metal ornaments that had the school name on it. And so they had some of those created, and they had decorated a Christmas tree in the start of December. And how they utilize the Support Our Library program is that if a donation was made through that particular program, and they kind of tied it all in with the website and their comments, that if a donation gets made, then that family received an ornament off of the Christmas tree that was in the lobby of the school. And then the goal was to empty all of the ornaments before they left for the Christmas holiday, in getting donations to the library. It was a really neat, and a lot of people really liked that one is they donated something that was in need at the library, and then they also got something back a little bit too. So, and everybody really liked the ornaments; they were really cute. So that was a nice kind of an incentive. And student wise, if one student has one, they all want one. So that kind of helped encourage some of that along as well. But it was a very positive promotion that they did that way. And it set it as a pretty, kind of a tight time frame, but it was during the holidays. And so it's kind of it was a nice way to make a donation to the school. So the school receives or the librarian will receive an email when a donation is made. So you'll know who the donor is and the amount that was donated, whether it's a monetary amount or if the individual's books. The donor also receives an automatic email thanking them from the school in general that we sent out from the school, but this allows you to send another thank you if you'd like to. But automatic thank you emails get generated and sent to the donors, and information gets sent to you as the librarian, knowing exactly what to anticipate coming in.
Yeah, I love that ornament idea. It's a phenomenal idea.
I know, I'll have to find a picture. I have a picture of the ornament sometime. I'll need to see if I can find that somewhere. And Zach's right. We have had businesses, utilizing businesses as magic matches. So, if you do a program and you have a magic match sponsor, then you can almost double your donations. And again, this is not listed as a fundraiser whatsoever. It's just a free web donation service. So it's utilized however you would like to use it. And the biggest thing is you don't have to collect money and keep track of those sorts of things. All of that's done for you instead of having to do all that additional paperwork.
Yeah, we've had again, kind of, each school district and each area is so different. I know, whether it's a Title I area, but those businesses usually have their kids going to your schools. And, for example, out in Bakersfield, we've had, there's so many almond factories and all sorts of bigger businesses that do donate towards these programs, even though those schools up there, their book budgets are a big zero. The only way they ever get to order is they raise money through these programs. So sometimes that's really how a lot of our schools will even be able to order is through
Right.
these programs.
And it's in addition to, a lot of our customers will do it in addition to a book fair. So they're doing some book fair things as well, but then this is kind of a side deal. And the birthday book club is a great way to do it. A lot of times you set up how often you want to receive a shipment. So if you want to receive a shipment every month for the birthday book club, then we would send those. The donor plates are a really nice value added service, and that the parents or grandparents or whomever is making that particular donation of a book can put the child's name in as a book on the book plate. And then I know in some schools they take photos of that month. Here's the birthday students for that month with the book donations that were made, and they're all holding the book that they donated, and the pictures get put up on the outer wall of the library and promoted. And it kind of, parents like to come in and see that, as well as students like to see their own pictures up in the hallways as well.
And that's also how Andrea at Aviara Oaks Elementary. So she'll ask the students, hey, what books do you want for your birthday this year? And then she'll put those books on the wish list. So it kind of really does, help you with, figuring out what books to put on the wish list. You can just ask the kids, hey, what books do you want?
Right. Exactly right. And the other thing that it is, and you're always thankful for donations. It's from a library perspective, but this way you can be thankful and receive the books that you want to receive in the library, not just because somebody really likes The Cat in the Hat and you have 5 copies already and it's their favorite book and you get another copy of The Cat in the Hat. So you're getting the books that are beneficial to what your needs are in the library.
Speaking of cats, I just heard one behind my door
If
trying to get in.
anybody has any questions or would like to learn about more ideas, feel free to reach out to Zach, and we can always give you other ideas and samples and examples of what other libraries have been doing. It's very interesting to see how creative people are getting, trying to do some of these programs. And so, you can do it for almost anything. Dr. Seuss books are worth their weight in gold at school. That's true. And if you have 5 bound to stay bound copies of one, it would be nice to have something else to actually mix in there a little bit too. We miss being at the City of Industry for this meeting, and things. So I was just looking that up and saying, oh, last year, that's where we were. So yeah.
Yeah. And also, kind of a side note, if you haven't stopped by our exhibitors booth, we are giving away, or we're raffling off books. So be sure to sign up for our raffle on our exhibitors page. We also have California CYRM posters available. Feel free to sign up for those as well, and we'll be able to get you some posters to your schools.
And for attending this session, you each receive a Bound to Stay Bound pre-bound book that we will get to you as well. So we'll have a list of who's attended the session, and we will get you an age-appropriate book sent to you. And thanks for attending Zach's presentation.
Yep. Ditto. Thank you all for joining. I know we're probably ending a little early, but yeah, thanks for joining. Really looking forward to working with all of you this year and hopefully seeing you in person one of these days. Betsy's excited.
I know. It is. It's very simple to do. So just let us know. We take care. We do all the groundwork for you. You just fill out who you are and some basic information about the school, and we take care of the rest. We show you the site. You do an approval process, and Zach can walk you through making a wish list and how to add those onto the page. And so you can keep, put whatever you want out there on the page for people to donate. And you can do a variety of age levels as well as prices of books as well. So Bound to Stay Bound has got a great listing of what we call overstock titles on our website too. So they're $6.50 for a pre-bound book. So that's a great deal for some great material that's available as well. So not everything has to be a large dollar amount of money or anything like that. So there's something that fits everybody's needs. So Zach, I'm not sure if there's anything else. Maybe if you'd like to, you could talk about BTSB Select if anybody's interested in maybe signing up for that additional free service.
Sure.
A little bit of time.
Can you hear that?
I do. There's a cat that wants to come in.
Bing bong. Just a second, Bing bong. I will let me share my screen. That's too funny. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
All right. On she's not. I'm gonna have to. Sorry. I'm blushing now. Can you see my page okay?
Yes.
All right. On our website, btsb.com. So also Lori mentioned a free service we have and just rolled out this year. It's called BTSB Select. So it's under the services tab as well. And what this is a select notification system. It's a way to stay updated on all of the new books in a series and also popular books from some of your popular authors that you have that you want to keep updated on, such as, hold on a second. I'm going to have to let the Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. So this is the sign up page here, BTSB Select. And you'll see we put together a list of all the popular authors, anything from, oh, there's the cat. Over there. No. All right. It's embarrassing. Gotta love cats. So yeah, we have these authors here from Bob Shea, some of your popular ones you're used to seeing. And then further down on the list, we have some popular series like Fly Guy, Amulet, I Survived. So what you'll do is sign up and click the popular books here that you'd want received notifications on each month, and we'll send those out to you every month with an email notification saying, hey, a new book in Diary of a Wimpy Kid came out, or we have a new book in the series for Fly Guy. It's set to release in a few weeks. So it's a really good time saver. A lot of schools are using to save on putting those lists together and also getting those new books to your shelves as quick as possible. And then further here down on the list is more info on whether you want to keep updated on the notification system. We also have an auto ship. So similar to other subscription services out there, we also can auto ship those books to you, to your library, if you say you want the Diary of a Wimpy Kid or the new Dog Man every time it comes out. So pretty easy to set up. You click you select your popular authors and series, and then I'll show you what that looks like. We'll also, along with sending you the email notification, we'll set up a book list in our bookstore. So here's my bookstore, and it will appear in red. If you can see that here on my list, BTSB Select. And this was my February list. And so you'll see the book list. That way you don't have to do any of the work of finding the books or looking in our bookstore for it. We've done all of that and put it in a list for you. And you can see which ones are ready yet and which ones when they're going to be released, but you can order them so that you get them as soon as they're released. So that's BTSB Select. Are there any questions on this service?
And I added a link to BTSB Select over in the chats as well. So if anybody comes back and has recorded, they can always be able to feel free to click on the link to find out more information. Okay, Bing Bong's really cute.
Yeah, this is Bing Bong. Jim, I told my roommates she looks like Pete the cat. We need to get her some cool shoes.
And should be louder on the door, trying to tell you that she wants in. I do the inside out reference.
She's a cuddle bug. But yeah, it's a wonderful service. Definitely. And again, this is a free service. Aside if you select the auto ship service. It's a nice way to save up time on those books. I know sometimes the pain, especially with the 1,000 jobs that's going on in the library these days, keeping up with when books are released, that's we like to say this service really takes that pressure off of you and gives you some time back to your day.
Absolutely. The other thing I want to just make sure and mention, because it's right there in blue again, all bound to stay bound pre-bound books are unconditionally guaranteed on our bindings. And so a page means a page will never come out of one of our books. And if a page would come out for some unknown reason, we would replace that book for you. So our goal at Bound to Stay Bound is to keep those books off of your repair and replacement piles and actually in the hands of your students. And so choosing to purchase a book from Bound to Stay Bound is a better return on your investment, because those books will not have to be taped up and glued together, and then it costs money to try and do a replacement. So by the time you're contacting a vendor and trying to replace a book and all of that in that time frame is also an added expense, and frankly time that nobody has anymore. You just don't have time to keep up with all that. And I've been in many libraries, and they call them their book hospitals or different areas that they have. And so our goal is to keep that hospital admittance to a minimum. So that's a part of what our mission is. And I have a cat, and his name is Pete the cat, by the way. And he is super chilled, like Pete the cat, the books. And you can use BTSB Select to keep track of all the new Pete the cats that come out. That's one of our groupings.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I'm going to admit someone else into the room here.
Stop share. But I think that's right about 1 minute until we need to hop off here. Are there any questions about BTSB Select or how to get started?
We have another person who's getting added into the room as well.
Oh,
Don't know if they're here for this meeting or for the next one, right?
So possibly.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I will, yeah, I appreciate all of your time today. Thank you, Sam, for organizing and setting this up.
No problem.
But would love to meet with all of you one-on-one if you want to connect virtually in the next week or so to learn, get set up on any of these programs, or just to learn what else we have going on. We've got some great things going on here with different diversity collections and our binding. We updated our binding. So if you have purchased our books in the years past, we've been using a new technology in our books, and would love to share more about that.
And for those of you who've come in late, I think a good way to be able to sort of connect is in the hallway on Discord.
Yes.
Yep. So.
Yes, I'll be in a Zoom room as well, in my Zoom room from 3 to 4, if you want to connect there as well. But thank you, everyone. I appreciate it and hope you have a great rest of the conference and a good Friday.
Thank